Westmore Canyon area. And Heather, I know you're trying to pull something up to give us a better sense of the area there on Google Earth.
Yeah, I'm almost there, but it's Sequoia Avenue, between Sequoia Avenue and Sneath Lane. It's called Crestwood Canyon is the area, the location, and this is what we've been hearing from people who were out on the scene, who lived there, who lived by there. This is where they saw the initial explosion take place, and then they saw a series of explosions, and that was one house after another is what we're hearing. House after house. As we look at these pictures coming into our newsroom, we're just getting flooded with video now of what happened throughout the course of 6 o'clock to 8:53 is where we're at now. Helicopters in one after the other. Dan Kerman described this perfectly. I mean, these helicopters are going in so low and trying to dump right on top of the house to get these fires out. The problem, you can see from the flames there, really fireball after fireball, is that they are fueled and were fueled by gas.
And that makes it very difficult for those who are in the aircraft trying to make those drops, Heather. They were trying to get down low so they could directly hit those spots. But again, that's quite a risk for them as they work through the night to try and take care of this. Some of the streets affected, again, we don't know that these are the streets where homes have burned, but these are streets in the area affected. Victoria Street, Claremont Drive, Glenview Drive. We know that this all began on Skyline. And again, we're asking people, the emergency crews are asking people to stay out of the area of West to San Bruno Avenue and Skyline Boulevard. Emergency crews need to get in that area. Red Cross is working to set up an emergency center, and there is another gathering at the Bay Hill Shopping Center if people need a place to go to find some safety or to try to get information about loved ones. The hospitals also, as we mentioned earlier, Seton Medical Center in Daly City is already set up on a triage alert so that they can handle any incoming injuries. The St. Francis Memorial Hospital in San Francisco has a top-notch burn center. They are also standing by in preparation of handling any potential burns that come through. And then, of course, San Francisco General, which has a trauma center where the surgeons and specialists are always standing by to help in light of a tragedy of this magnitude. Kimmy, you're the one that mentioned that St. Francis is likely involved in helping out here. We also have this information. There is a shelter at the Veterans Recreation Center. This is at 251 City Park Way, San Bruno Park. Food and shelter will be provided. We're just getting that from a tweet from one of our viewers. So again, a number of locations are set up to try and help people who are caught up in this massive explosion and fire in San Bruno.
And Pam, I now have a pretty good idea of where this happened on Crestwood Canyon. If we can take Google Earth, it'll give us a better idea of exactly where this happened. The community is called Crestwood Canyon, and the area where the fires took place are between Sneath Lane. So here is Skyline. So 35's right there. Right here is Sneath Lane. And here is Sequoia Avenue, and it was in this area here where these fires are taking place. This is where firefighters are working desperately to put out the fires. We're hearing as many as 20 homes, Pam. Is that the latest number?
Well, we've been hearing upwards of 20 homes.
Yep,
yeah.
In this area called Crestwood Canyon, right off of 35. So there's 35 right there. This is Crestwood Canyon in here between Sneath Lane and Sequoia Avenue is where these fires have taken place, just to give you a better idea. Pam?
Yeah, and you can see even from the Google Earth picture that this is largely all residential. I mean, it's just, this is you know, an area where homes that one gentleman we spoke with had lived in that area for some 30 years. So let's check in and see again as we approach the nighttime. It's cooler weather, we're hoping. Let's check in with Jacqueline Bennett to get a sense of what information you have coming out of the weather office there, Jacqueline.
Well, Pam, we do have some information on the winds right now. They are appearing to be dying down in this particular spot where the fires are burning. Wind speeds were coming in at 18, 19 miles an hour here just a couple of hours ago, now dying down to 13 miles an hour. That's the sustained wind speed. So it's important to know that there could be gusts even stronger than that, especially you can see the terrain around this area. There's mountains very close by, and that's obviously the fog is going to be an issue here overnight. The fog is not going to quite make it because the mountainous terrain, it has to come up and over the mountain from the coastline. But because of that terrain, you could see gusty winds through the passes. So the sustained winds right now are dying down. That's good news. But you heard Christine Connolly report here just a short while ago that they were seeing winds pick up. I suspect that those are winds coming through the passes. So gusts probably about 20 miles an hour, which are not going to help. But the sustained winds will continue to die down. Those gusts will too as we head into the next hour or two.
Well, certainly the firefighters are going to want some help from Mother Nature through all of this.
They need everything they can get right now. I mean,
they
really,
do.
Everything has been, with all of that gas and with how this happened and just how quickly this fire happened.
Yeah, and
that
of course
was what was so scary.
Fed by that natural gas.
Yeah.
Exactly. We want to, Kimmy.